Welcome to Vision in Motion. In a world where power shapes every interaction, every decision, and every moment of our lives, the question is, do you have it or are you being controlled by it? Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power is your ultimate guide to understanding and mastering the elusive forces that dictate success, influence, and control. This book isn't just a guide, it's a playbook that has been used by kings, warriors, and business moguls to rise to the top and stay there. In today's video, we're diving into 48 key laws from Greene's groundbreaking work that can help you sharpen your strategy, sharpen your influence, and dominate in any arena. These laws have shaped the rise of empires, created political dynasties, and even brought the most powerful men to their knees. Each law holds the power to change your approach to life, work, and relationships. So if you're ready to learn how to turn power dynamics in your favor, to protect yourself from manipulation, and to unlock the strategies that ensure your success, stick with us. Before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because you don't want to miss the rest of our game-changing book breakdowns. Now, let's get started. Number 1. Never outshine the master. This law highlights the importance of managing the ego of those in positions of power. While it might be tempting to showcase your abilities and outshine those above you, doing so could create jealousy or insecurity in them. People in power need to feel secure, and if they perceive you as a threat, they will work against you, consciously or unconsciously. To succeed, it's crucial to subtly let your superiors feel as though they are in control, highlighting their strengths and achievements while downplaying your own. By doing so, you'll create an atmosphere of respect and trust, which will increase your chances of getting promoted or earning valuable opportunities. You must learn to master the delicate balance of showing your abilities without overshadowing those who have the power to help you climb the ladder. Number 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Friends, while often loyal, can be blinded by emotions and personal biases. They may be less likely to criticize you or offer honest feedback, potentially leading to stagnation. On the other hand, enemies, who have no personal attachment to you, tend to be more objective. If you manage to convert an enemy into a friend or ally, they will often work with extra dedication, driven by the desire to prove their worth and change their negative perception of you. Additionally, enemies are more likely to expose weaknesses or flaws, giving you an opportunity to improve yourself. By learning to leverage both friends and enemies strategically, you can gain insights and alliances that will help you ascend to greater heights. So rather than blindly trusting friends, think strategically about how you can use both relationships to your advantage. Number 3. Conceal your intentions. The key to success often lies in the ability to hide your true goals from others. If people know what you want or are planning, they may take action to block your path or undermine your efforts. By keeping your intentions secret, you force your competitors to guess, making it difficult for them to predict or act against you. Concealing your intentions also gives you the element of surprise, whether it's in business, personal life, or politics. If no one knows your next move, they can't take countermeasures. It's important to be strategic with what you reveal and to give others just enough information to keep them at bay while allowing you to work in the shadows. Ultimately, this law teaches that the less people know about your plans, the more powerful you will be. Number 4. Always say less than necessary. When you talk too much, you risk revealing more than you intend. The more you say, the more chances you give others to use your words against you or manipulate you. Saying less allows you to maintain control of the conversation and gives you a sense of mystery. When people don't know exactly where you stand, they are more likely to respect you and seek your approval. Saying less also keeps you in control of the narrative. You decide when to speak and when to remain silent. Silence is a powerful tool. It allows you to gauge others' reactions and get the information you need while maintaining an air of authority. By mastering the art of saying less, you increase your ability to shape your interactions in your favor and hold the upper hand in any situation. Number 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Your reputation is your most valuable asset in any arena. It can make or break you, and once it's damaged, it's often difficult or impossible to repair. This law teaches the importance of protecting your reputation at all costs, because it's how others perceive you that determines your power and influence. A strong reputation gives you credibility, opens doors, and attracts allies, while a tarnished one can lead to enemies and isolation. Be cautious of your actions and the company you keep, because even one misstep can be enough to destroy your reputation. Always act in ways that reinforce your image, and be vigilant in safeguarding it from those who might seek to ruin it. Reputation is not just a reflection of who you are, but a tool that gives you power over others. Number 6. Court attention at all costs. In a world full of distractions, attention is the most valuable currency. If you're invisible, you're irrelevant, and it's easy for others to overlook you. To be successful, you need to make yourself stand out in any situation. Whether it's through your appearance, actions, or words, you must find ways to capture people's attention and keep it. Once you have their focus, you can shape the narrative and manipulate the outcome to your advantage. Attention gives you the platform to influence, persuade, and control. Without it, you'll remain in the background, unnoticed and powerless. This law emphasizes that by consistently drawing attention to yourself, you gain power, control, and influence over others, all of which will help you in your pursuit of success. Number 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. The most powerful people in history didn't achieve greatness alone. They understood the importance of delegating and having others do the work while they reaped the rewards. This law teaches the strategic advantage of using other people's talents, resources, and efforts to further your own agenda. By getting others to do the heavy lifting, you can conserve your energy and focus on higher-level strategic decisions. However, it's essential to ensure that you are seen as the person who reaps the credit. When others work for you and you take the credit, you maintain an aura of power and influence. This law emphasizes leveraging others' labor without getting caught, so you stay in control and advance toward your goals. Number 8. Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. When you chase after people, you lose control. This law teaches the power of pulling people toward you instead of running after them. By setting up a situation where others are drawn to you, you can control the terms of the interaction. Whether it's through creating a sense of mystery, offering something of value, or simply waiting for the right moment, making others come to you allows you to be in a position of strength. Number 9. Win through your actions, never through argument. Arguments often lead nowhere, and they can damage your reputation and relationships. Winning through actions is the most powerful and effective way to prove your point. By demonstrating your abilities, achieving your goals, and letting your results speak for themselves, you gain respect without having to argue or defend yourself. Actions leave a lasting impression, while words fade quickly. Instead of engaging in pointless debates, focus on what you can do to show your value. Let your successes be the proof of your competence and power. By letting your actions do the talking, you position yourself as someone who doesn't need to convince others verbally, but who simply proves their worth through results. Number 10. Infection. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Emotions are contagious, and associating with negative, unhappy, or unlucky people can drag you down. These individuals tend to bring problems, drama, and misfortune, which can affect your mindset and opportunities. Instead, surround yourself with people who are ambitious, positive, and successful. Their energy and influence will push you toward growth rather than holding you back. Be cautious of those who always seem to be victims of circumstance. They often create their own problems and will pull you into their chaos. If you want to maintain your success and peace of mind, learn to recognize these toxic individuals early and cut ties before they bring you down. Your environment plays a critical role in your success, so choose your associations wisely. Number 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. Power comes from making others rely on you completely. The moment they don't need you, they can replace you or turn against you. This law teaches that to maintain influence, you must create a situation where others depend on your skills, knowledge, or resources. If you become indispensable, people will go out of their way to keep you around and support your success. Avoid teaching people everything you know or making them too self-sufficient, or they may surpass you and leave you powerless. Instead, ensure that they always need you for something critical, whether it's your expertise, connections, or decision-making skills. The more dependent others are on you, the harder it will be for them to remove you from power. Number 12. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. People are naturally suspicious, especially of those they don't know well. One of the best ways to lower their defenses is through acts of honesty and generosity. By showing vulnerability or offering something of value, you create an image of trustworthiness. This makes it easier to influence them and gain their loyalty. However, this honesty and generosity must be strategic. It should serve a purpose. If you give too much, people may take advantage of you. But when used wisely, a single honest gesture or an unexpected gift can open doors, build alliances, and even make your enemies let their guard down. Use this technique to win trust, manipulate situations in your favor, and strengthen your position. Number 13. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. People are driven by their own interests, not by kindness or past favors. If you need help or support, don't expect gratitude to motivate them. Instead, find a way to align your request with what they want or need. Show them how helping you will benefit them, whether it's through financial gain, social status, or personal advantage. This makes them far more likely to assist you. Avoid pleading or reminding them of what you've done for them before. This rarely works. Instead, be strategic in framing your request in a way that makes it irresistible to them. The more they see helping you as a path to their own success, the more willing they will be to support you. Number 14. Pose as a friend, work as a spy. Knowledge is power, and gathering information about people gives you an advantage. To gain insight into others' intentions, weaknesses, and strategies, act like a friend while discreetly collecting valuable details. Ask the right questions, observe their behavior, and pay attention to what they reveal in casual conversations. The more you know about others, the easier it is to manipulate situations in your favor. However, always be subtle. If people realize you are spying on them, they will become guarded and distrustful. The best spies are those who appear harmless and loyal while secretly gathering the intelligence they need to stay ahead. Use this tactic wisely to maintain control over situations and outmaneuver your competition. Number 15. Crush your enemy totally. Half measures in conflict leave room for retaliation. If you allow an enemy to survive or recover, they will seek revenge later. This law teaches that when dealing with opposition, you must eliminate the threat completely. Whether it's in business, politics, or personal rivalries, striking decisively ensures that your enemies cannot regroup and come back stronger. A wounded enemy is more dangerous than a defeated one, as they will hold a grudge and plot against you. If you must remove an obstacle, do it thoroughly and without hesitation. This doesn't always mean physical destruction. It can be done by ruining their credibility, taking away their power, or ensuring they have no influence left. A complete victory leaves no room for future challenges. Number 16. Use absence to increase respect and honor. Familiarity breeds contempt, and when you are always available, people may take you for granted. To maintain value and influence, learn to step back and make your presence scarce when necessary. When people see less of you, they begin to miss you and appreciate you more. This tactic is used in relationships, business, and leadership to maintain an air of mystery and desirability. If you are too accessible, others may lose respect for you or see you as ordinary. By controlling how often people see or interact with you, you can make them value your time and attention more. Strategic absence creates demand and enhances your reputation, making your presence more powerful when you do return. Number 17. Keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Predictability makes you easy to manipulate. When people know exactly how you will react, they can plan against you. This law teaches the power of keeping others off balance by being unpredictable. When people are uncertain about what you might do next, they become cautious and hesitant, giving you the upper hand. Unpredictability creates fear, respect, and mystery, qualities that strengthen your position. Whether in negotiations, leadership, or conflict, avoid being too consistent in your actions. Keep people guessing, and they will think twice before crossing you. This element of surprise ensures that you remain in control, as others will struggle to counter your moves effectively. Number 18. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. It may seem safer to withdraw from the world and protect yourself from enemies, but isolation weakens you. When you cut yourself off, you lose access to valuable information, connections, and opportunities. This law teaches that true power comes from engaging with others, not from hiding away. Staying involved in the right networks keeps you informed and gives you influence over situations. If you isolate yourself, you become an easy target, and others can conspire against you without your knowledge. Instead of retreating, build strategic alliances and remain active in your field. The more connected you are, the harder it is for others to move against you unnoticed. If you're finding these laws eye-opening and powerful, imagine how much more you can learn by diving deeper into the art of influence and strategy. Don't just watch, take action. Hit that subscribe button now and turn on the notifications, so you never miss a single insight that could elevate your power, protect you from manipulation, and help you dominate in any arena. Every video we release is designed to sharpen your mind and give you an edge in life. So, subscribe now and take control of your future. Number 19. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. Not everyone reacts the same way to insults, manipulation, or pressure. Some people will let things slide, while others will seek revenge at any cost. This law teaches that before making a move against someone, you must understand their nature and level of power. Offending the wrong person can destroy you, no matter how strong or clever you think you are. Some enemies are patient and will wait for the perfect moment to strike back. Others have more resources and connections than you realize. Be careful in your battles, and choose your targets wisely. Understanding the psychology of others gives you the advantage in any power play. Number 20. Do not commit to anyone. The moment you commit to one side, you lose the ability to maneuver freely. This law teaches that by staying neutral and independent, you can play different sides against each other and keep your options open. People will work harder to win your loyalty, offering you favors, power, and protection. When you tie yourself to a cause, leader, or group, you become predictable and vulnerable to their weaknesses. Instead, remain a mystery. Let people wonder where your true loyalties lie. This keeps you valuable, as everyone will want to be in your good graces. Power comes from keeping others uncertain about your true position. Number 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. Sometimes, the best way to manipulate and outsmart others is to make them believe they are smarter than you. When people underestimate you, they let their guard down and reveal their true intentions. This law teaches that appearing naive or less capable than you are can be a strategic advantage. When others think they have the upper hand, they become careless and easier to control. Many great leaders and strategists have used this tactic to get ahead, allowing their enemies to feel confident before striking at the right moment. Never let your intelligence be too obvious. Sometimes, the fool is the one who truly holds the power. Number 22. Use the surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power. When you are in a position of weakness, fighting back can often lead to greater losses. This law teaches that sometimes, the best move is to surrender strategically. By appearing to submit, you can lull your opponent into a false sense of security and buy yourself time to regroup. Instead of resisting openly, observe your enemy, study their weaknesses, and wait for the right opportunity to strike back. Surrender is not about giving up, it's about controlling the situation by playing along until you can turn the tables. Many powerful figures in history have used this tactic to ultimately defeat stronger enemies. Number 23. Concentrate your forces. Scattering your energy across too many areas weakens your power. This law teaches that success comes from focusing your resources, efforts, and influence on a single goal or area. When you try to do everything at once, you spread yourself too thin and lose effectiveness. Instead, identify the most strategic target, the opportunity that will give you the greatest advantage, and direct all your efforts there. Whether in business, war, or personal growth, concentrated focus leads to greater impact. Master one area before moving on to the next. Power is amplified when it is focused rather than diluted. Number 24. Play the perfect courtier. In any power structure, knowing how to navigate social dynamics is essential. This law teaches that success is not just about skill or intelligence, but also about playing the game of influence. A good courtier knows how to flatter, charm, and please those in power while remaining subtle and strategic. They avoid direct confrontation, use diplomacy to gain favor, and adapt to changing situations. Mastering this skill allows you to rise through the ranks without making enemies. Never underestimate the power of social intelligence. Many have gained influence not through force, but through skillful positioning and charm. Number 25. Recreate yourself. Never allow yourself to be defined by others. This law teaches that power comes from constantly shaping and reshaping your identity to fit your goals. Instead of sticking to one rigid image, learn to adapt and evolve. People are drawn to those who are mysterious, dynamic, and unpredictable. If you remain the same, others will think they have figured you out and will no longer find you compelling. By reinventing yourself, you stay relevant, maintain control over how others perceive you, and create endless opportunities. The ability to redefine yourself is one of the greatest strengths in the pursuit of power. Number 26. Keep your hands clean. Blame is dangerous, and being associated with failure or wrongdoing can destroy your reputation. This law teaches that powerful people always find a way to appear blameless, even when they are deeply involved in a situation. If something must go wrong, let others take the fall while you remain untarnished. To maintain power, avoid direct involvement in controversial actions, delegate, use intermediaries, and let others take responsibility. A spotless reputation is a valuable asset. The world judges based on appearances, so make sure yours is one of integrity and control, even if you're orchestrating events from behind the scenes. Number 27. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. Humans have a deep-seated need to believe in something greater than themselves. This law teaches that by offering people a cause, a belief, or a vision, you can inspire them to follow you blindly. When you tap into this need, you can create a loyal group of supporters who will do anything to further your agenda. A charismatic leader knows how to manipulate this psychology, offering promises of salvation, purpose, or enlightenment. By creating a sense of belonging, you solidify your power over those who depend on you. This law is not about lying, it's about giving people something they desperately want: belief. Number 27. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. Humans have a deep-seated need to believe in something greater than themselves. This law teaches that by offering people a cause, a belief, or a vision, you can inspire them to follow you blindly. When you tap into this need, you can create a loyal group of supporters who will do anything to further your agenda. A charismatic leader knows how to manipulate this psychology, offering promises of salvation, purpose, or enlightenment. By creating a sense of belonging, you solidify your power over those who depend on you. This law is not about lying, it's about giving people something they desperately want: belief. Number 28. Enter action with boldness. Boldness creates an aura of power and authority. This law teaches that hesitation signals weakness, and those who act decisively and confidently tend to dominate. People are naturally drawn to those who take strong, bold actions, as it signals control, vision, and direction. Boldness compels respect, while indecisiveness creates doubt. Even if you are unsure of the outcome, acting with certainty can make others believe you have the answers. The strongest leaders are those who take risks, trust their instincts, and take immediate action to shape their destiny. Confidence in your moves turns them into self-fulfilling prophecies. Number 29. Plan all the way to the end. It's not enough to make a move, you must have a vision for the entire journey. This law teaches that success is found in thorough planning. When you have a clear vision of your destination and all the steps needed to get there, you're less likely to be caught off guard. If you fail to plan for every possible outcome, you risk being blindsided by unexpected challenges. Thinking through every possible scenario allows you to make adjustments on the fly and stay on track. By visualizing the entire process, you build the mental resilience and flexibility necessary to execute your plan with precision. Number 30. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. People are often drawn to those who make success look easy. This law teaches that if you want to maintain your power, you must hide the hard work behind your success. When you make your accomplishments appear effortless, others believe you are naturally talented, which increases your stature and influence. If they see the struggle, they may lose respect for you or feel they can outperform you. Create an image of effortless mastery, as if your success is the result of innate skill and not hard work or sacrifice. By hiding the effort, you preserve your power and mystique, keeping others captivated by your ease. Number 31. Control the options. Get others to play with the cards you deal. When people believe they have a choice, they feel empowered, but in reality, you can manipulate the choices they have. This law teaches that by controlling the options, you shape the decisions others make. When you force your opponent to choose between limited, unfavorable options, you retain the upper hand. Even in situations where you don't directly control the outcome, you can control the variables at play by presenting options that serve your agenda. This method allows you to guide people toward the decision you want them to make without them even realizing they're being led. Control the choices, and you control the outcome. Number 32. Play to people's fantasies. Everyone has desires, dreams, and fantasies. This law teaches that by tapping into these, you can build immense influence. When people are drawn to an idealized vision or fantasy, they are more willing to follow, support, and serve those who offer it. Instead of focusing on reality, focus on the possibilities and promise something grander than what they expect. By feeding into their fantasies, you create an emotional connection that can override logic or reason. This tactic works well with the masses who are disillusioned with their lives and long for something better. Provide the fantasy, and you will attract the followers you need to dominate. Number 33. Discover each man's thumbscrew. Everyone has a weakness, a sensitive spot, or a vulnerability. This law teaches that discovering and exploiting this weakness is key to gaining power over someone. By identifying what makes a person tick or what they fear, you can control them. Whether it's a fear of failure, a deep desire for approval, or a hidden insecurity, once you know someone's thumbscrew, you can manipulate them to your advantage. Great strategists study their opponent's weaknesses and use this knowledge to defeat them. This law doesn't just apply to enemies. It can also be used in business and personal relationships to gain leverage. Number 34. Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one. The way you carry yourself dictates how others treat you. This law teaches that by acting with dignity, grace, and self-respect, you command respect from others. If you act like a king, others will treat you as one. Confidence, poise, and self-assurance attract power and status. People will follow those who present themselves as leaders, those who demand respect simply by being who they are. How you perceive yourself is how others will perceive you. By embodying the qualities of royalty, you can elevate your status and attract opportunities that others will fight for. Number 35. Master the art of timing. Timing is everything in power. This law teaches that knowing when to act is just as important as knowing what to do. If you strike too early, you risk failure. If you wait too long, you may miss your chance. Successful people know how to bide their time, waiting for the perfect moment to make their move. They understand that some opportunities require patience, and that rushing into action can lead to mistakes. Mastering timing allows you to gain control over the situation, ensuring that your moves are effective and have the greatest impact. A well-timed action is often the key to success. Number 36. Disdain things you cannot have. Ignoring them is the best revenge. This law teaches that when you cannot attain something or someone, the best response is to simply disregard it. By showing disdain for things that are out of your reach, you maintain control over your emotions and avoid appearing desperate or vulnerable. Desperation for something unattainable can diminish your power and leave you open to manipulation. Instead, by ignoring or dismissing what you can't have, you maintain your aura of superiority and make it clear to others that you are not swayed by what you cannot obtain. This detachment demonstrates your strength and makes others chase after your approval. Number 37. Create compelling spectacles. People are drawn to the dramatic and the extraordinary. This law teaches that creating a powerful, memorable spectacle can elevate your status and influence. A well-timed display of power, grandeur, or emotion can command attention and leave a lasting impression. A spectacular event or gesture can create an aura of mystery and prestige, causing others to talk about you and raise your profile. By presenting yourself as someone who can create unforgettable moments, you tap into the human desire for entertainment and awe. Spectacles capture the imagination, ensuring your presence is felt long after the event is over. Number 38. Think as you like, but behave like others. Conforming to social norms and expectations allows you to blend in while secretly remaining in control. This law teaches that outwardly following the crowd while holding your own personal beliefs and strategies can give you the advantage. People are less likely to view you as a threat when you blend into your environment. When you behave like others, you gain trust and build relationships, making it easier to achieve your objectives without drawing attention to your true intentions. While you keep your inner thoughts and plans to yourself, you earn the respect of those around you by playing the part. Number 39. Stir up waters to catch fish. Sometimes, creating chaos can give you the upper hand. This law teaches that by stirring up confusion or conflict, you can create opportunities for yourself. In the midst of chaos, others are distracted and disoriented, giving you the space to act in your own favor. When tensions rise, people make mistakes, and by staying calm and collected, you can seize these opportunities for your benefit. Stirring up the waters creates a dynamic environment in which you can navigate more freely, while others become too involved in the turmoil to recognize the shifting power dynamics. Number 40. Despise the free lunch. Nothing of value comes for free. This law teaches that relying on free offerings or favors can weaken your position and diminish your power. When people give you something for nothing, they retain control over you. Instead, by paying for your own way or earning what you receive, you maintain your independence and show that you do not need to rely on others. By refusing to accept free handouts, you signal that you have power and self-sufficiency. This act builds respect and ensures that no one can claim influence over you because of something they've given you. Number 41. Avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. Following in the footsteps of a great leader can be a perilous path. This law teaches that attempting to emulate the greatness of someone before you can set you up for failure. People will always compare you to your predecessor, and if you fall short, you risk losing respect. Instead, carve out your own path and create your own legacy. By standing out in your own unique way, you avoid the burden of comparison and allow your achievements to shine on their own. Your power comes from being an original, not from attempting to replicate someone else's success. Number 42. Strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. Leaders and powerful individuals often have followers who are loyal to them and them alone. This law teaches that if you want to disrupt a group or movement, striking the leader will cause the followers to scatter. When the leader's authority is undermined or eliminated, the followers lose their direction and cohesion. By taking out the figurehead, you cause confusion and disarray, making it easier for you to assert control. Understanding who holds the power and influence within a group is crucial to disrupting their influence and taking charge. Number 43. Work on the hearts and minds of others. To gain true influence, you must understand and manipulate the emotions and thoughts of others. This law teaches that by appealing to people's feelings, you can gain their loyalty, trust, and respect. If you control how others feel about you, you control their actions and reactions. By understanding what motivates people emotionally and mentally, you can align their thoughts with your desires. People are much more likely to follow you when they feel personally invested in you and your cause. Emotional connection is a powerful tool in shaping others' decisions and behaviors. Number 44. Disarm and infuriate with a mirror effect. The mirror effect involves mirroring others' behavior to confuse and disarm them. This law teaches that by reflecting someone's actions or attitudes back to them, you can make them question their own behavior. Mirroring can create a sense of discomfort, as people are often unaware of their own flaws or contradictions. By using this technique, you throw people off balance and make them lose confidence. It works well in negotiations or situations where you want to provoke a reaction without taking direct action. By mirroring their moves, you control the flow of interaction. Number 45. Preach the need for change, but never reform too much at once. This law teaches that people are often resistant to change, and sudden, radical shifts can cause chaos and pushback. Instead of forcing change all at once, it's more effective to gradually introduce it, starting with small, manageable adjustments. By preaching the need for change while ensuring that it's done in stages, you avoid overwhelming your followers or subordinates. This approach creates a sense of progress and prevents pushback. It also gives people time to adapt, making the changes seem less intimidating and more palatable. By taking it slow, you secure long-term support and avoid backlash. Number 46. Never appear too perfect. Perfection can be intimidating and can create resentment. This law teaches that showing flaws or vulnerabilities makes you more relatable and humanizes you. People who appear too perfect can stir jealousy or cause others to feel inferior. By occasionally revealing weaknesses or mistakes, you allow others to see your humanity, which can actually increase their respect for you. It gives people the opportunity to relate to you and shows that you, too, are susceptible to challenges. Perfection can make others distrustful of you, but showing imperfection can make you seem more approachable and likable. Number 47. Do not go past the mark you aimed for. In victory, learn when to stop. Ambition can sometimes drive people to overreach. This law teaches that knowing when to stop is just as important as knowing when to push forward. Once you've achieved your goal, avoid pushing beyond it and risking everything you've gained. Overextending yourself or pushing for more than what's necessary can cause you to lose everything. In victory, it's crucial to recognize the point at which you've accomplished your objective and to stop before you make a misstep. It's better to stop at the peak than to press on and risk falling. Recognizing this balance is key to maintaining your success. Number 48. Assume formlessness. The final law of power is to remain adaptable and flexible in all situations. By assuming formlessness, you become unpredictable and difficult to control. Those who are rigid or set in their ways can be easily outmaneuvered, but those who are fluid can adapt to any situation and seize opportunities as they arise. The ability to change your approach based on circumstances is one of the most powerful strategies you can adopt. Whether in conflict, negotiations, or everyday life, Remaining formless ensures that you are never confined by predictable patterns or limitations. Your strength lies in your ability to adjust and flow with whatever comes your way. In conclusion, mastering the 48 laws of power provides crucial strategies to navigate power dynamics and influence others effectively. These laws offer insights for success in relationships, business, and leadership. Applying them wisely and ethically helps you build authority and control. Check out our playlist for more insights on power and strategy. Subscribe for more valuable content and keep learning.